I made this salad for dinner the other day and it's just too good not to share. G'day friends, how's it going? Welcome back to Sam Kitchen, where I bring to you budget-friendly recipes with sustainability in mind. Once in a while, I do crave some really hearty salads. I hate salads that just consisted of leaves that's got no substance, that's really boring. Instead, I like to make some hearty salad that's got various components, various flavor, various textures. Have a bit of give, have a bit of a meatiness coming from our beautiful root vegetables or cauliflower or that kind of stuff. That's my type of salad. So the salad I'm going to be making today is going to use quinoa as a kind of grain, even though it's not technically a grain. If you don't have any quinoa, you can do couscous, you can do brown rice, just something that's small that you can kind of sprinkle around, mix into the salad itself. And the highlight of this salad is going to be the dressing. It's going to be a smoked paprika natural yogurt dressing that I just cannot get over with. So that is enough said, and let's get cooking. To me, cooking is always about what I can find in the fridge to put together for the next meal, and rarely about buying a list of unique ingredients for a special dish. And today is no different. Grab a roasting tray. This is kind of a natural progression of roast veggies. We're going to use our oven to do most of the heavy lifting. So it can be pretty hands-off once everything is all prepped. Cut up some sweet potatoes into about finger-width slices. These are for roasting, so make sure we allow for some shrinkage. We then cut into strips and into cubes. Sweet potato here will provide a good bite to the salad. Into a mixing bowl, a good drizzle of neutral oil or olive oil to coat all of the sweet potato cubes. I then added some of my homemade garlic salt made from garlic leaves. You can find the recipe in the description. Give it a good toss and into a roasting tray. Next up, some carrots. Chop the carrot tops off and give it to the doggo or compost bin. Carrots into slices and then strips. Given the color is so similar to sweet potato, I leave the carrots as strips to have a different mouthfeel and texture to stand out from the sweet potatoes. Into the same bowl, drizzle of oil and then some salt to season. Little pinch of dry Italian herbs into the mix. Give it a mix and into the same roasting tray. Cauliflower, another meaty vegetable. I just love how well they char in the oven, so I cut the florets into smaller pieces to make sure we get some good chars. One little tip I have for you is cut from the stem of the cauliflower. Doing it this way will reduce the breakage of the florets and just keep things a lot tidier. Same mixing bowl. Oil, salt, and give it a toss. Next ingredients, corn. Corn cobs can be quite daunting in the way that boiling is easy but boring. Any other ways? It's just too much effort. I will show you an alternative though. Remove the husk and cut the corn in half the short way. Flat side on the chopping board to stabilize. And we want to cut our corn the long way into corn ribs. Position the base of the knife at the center of the cob and cut down carefully. Fresh corn with lots of moisture should be easy to slice through. Each rib should be about 1/8 of a circle. This is a simple way to elevate the boring corn with just a few simple steps. Onto the baking tray. We're now good to pop it all in a preheated oven at 180 degrees Celsius on fan-forced. Next, we're going to cook our quinoa. So quinoa here is not going to be the main character of the show, but acting as like a garnish or like a second source of our substance. So 70 grams, I think this is a good amount, and about 250 grams of water. Over to the stove on low heat. Lid on and let it simmer away until quinoa opens up. So now on to what I think is the star of the show, which is the dressing I'm going to make. Natural Greek yogurt. About 150 grams. Make sure to scrape the every last drop out of the tub because we don't like wasting. And then I'll do a zest of citrus. This will bring some pops of freshness to the dressing. I'll cut the lemon in half and add the juice in too. If you don't have any fresh lemons, bottled lemon juice is also possible. Next, smoked paprika. We want a generous amount to make sure the flavour cuts through, about 5 grams. Give it a good mix and adjust with salt and lemon juice to taste. After about 15 minutes, my quinoa is all cooked up with almost no water left. Give it a quick stir to fluff it up. Look at these little beauties. Time to attend the oven. All veggies look to have got some good char on them and well cooked through. I then picked out all of the sweet potato cubes and added to the mixing bowl from earlier. Add the cooked quinoa to the bowl too and mix it to combine well. To add some crunch, I slice up half a capsicum and cut it into little cubes. Assembly time, we got some lettuce to add a bit more texture, a bit more crunch. You can use iceberg, you can use cost lettuce. Hand tear them to add to the bowl. Topple with the quinoa and sweet potato mixture, and then some charred cauliflower. Corn ribs with a bit of a finesse for presentation. Roasted carrot sticks, and sprinkle of capsicum for some freshness. And a generous amount of our smoked paprika yogurt dressing. The cost breakdown is a bit hard to gauge here, but at least 1/3 to a quarter of the cost of any bought ones. Alrighty, and there we have it. That is our salad with smoked paprika and Greek yogurt dressing all done right here. That was a mouthful, but I always have room for more food over here, so I'm going to dive in and let you know how it's like. Just trying to get a bit of everything, which is almost not possible. The lettuce and capsicum provides a really good crunch and freshness to this dish. Roast vegetables, it's hearty, it's substantial, and the sprinkle in, the mixed in of our quinoa, and little surprises here and there with each mouthful. One thing I haven't tried is our corn ribs. Soaks up the dressing and just works so well with it. It's really fun to eat. It's in season right now. It's sweet, it's beautiful, the flavor is so nice, and it's 50 cents to $1 per corn. That's what I love about eating as much of the seasonal vegetable as possible. It's packed full of flavor, it's cheap, and it's also just the right nutrition for the time of the year for your body. Alright, that is all I got for you today. This salad dressing is as far apart from the boring leafy salad as possible. And if you like salad, if you want to try something different, something healthy, but also still substantial, still sophisticated and complex in flavor, give this a go. I promise you won't be disappointed. If you like the video, give it a like. If you want to see more, consider subscribing to the channel. I have one of these budget-friendly recipes coming out every 2 weeks. Thank you so much, and I will see you next time.